Hi guys, this is everything you need to have as a beginner starting golf. First and foremost, I'm going to go with the clubs. So if you're an adult, please skip to the next segment because this is for juniors only. So juniors, just go to Play It Again Sports. They have sets of golf clubs. Make sure it has a driver, which is the one with the big head. It should either say one word on it or driver. You need a putter. This is one of the most important pieces of your game. These two I just showed you are the two important pieces. I would recommend a 9-iron. Make sure it has, mine's a little dirty, but make sure it has that 9 with the underlined line. Make sure you get a 9-iron or an 8-iron. So a low iron, and then you want to get a high iron, like a 4-iron. Make sure it has that same number again, 4-iron, or a 5-iron, which I have lost. So you need a long club. So most of the sets I've seen at Play It Again Sports for juniors don't have long clubs. They have 2 irons and a putter and a driver. And so for my long, I would recommend either getting a 3-wood or a hybrid. The hybrids have more loft, so I use this one more, but the wood has more distance, but it goes a lot lower and straight. Also, make sure you have, the 9-iron can work for this, but I would much recommend to you having either a pitching wedge, gap wedge, sham wedge, or a wedge with a degree on it. See how it says 60 degrees on there? That's what you want. Well, you don't want 60. 60 is a hard club to master. I would recommend like 56, something with more strength. And that's about it for your junior clubs. So you're an adult looking for clubs. This is very tough. It's hard to find clubs that are good for you because they're making it freaking expensive clubs. But you can go to Play It Again Sports. Play It Again Sports is one of the best places you can do it. Also, you can look at Facebook Marketplace. But if you watch the junior segment, make sure you have a driver, a putter, a wedge, a short iron, a long iron, and something I like to call a mallet club. And so if you have all of those, you should be able to play well, and this will definitely help you improve your game if you don't have any clubs at all. If you have clubs and you're looking for better clubs, this is not the video, but I might put out a video soon of cheaper clubs that are worth your money, that are really good for you. Now on to apparel. So apparel is one of the toughest parts of golf getting right for me. So when I first started, I had pants that were too long and the waist was too big. I had pants that were too short, the waist was too big. I had pants that were too short, the waist was too small. And it was always hard to find the right clothes. But you want to make sure you get a size that is perfect. You want it to go to about like the bottom-ish of that ball on your ankle. You want to go there with your pants, and that way you can have them fit really well. Make sure that the waist is either bigger or the same size, because you can use your belt to make it smaller, and this way that it doesn't really matter that you have a bigger waist for your golf pants. But I do recommend getting a belt. It helps tidy up your look. I do recommend for juniors to go to Academy, and their brand, they have plenty of pants. My size actually isn't in stock right now, but they have pants that are perfect for you. They're lightweight. Oh yeah, also recommend polyester. You need polyester. Polyester is one of the best parts of it, because cotton, it gets hot, you might like hot, but it gets hot, uncomfortable, and stuffy. And as soon as you sit down on the golf cart, if you're taking a golf cart, you're going to get wrinkled up. They don't look as good, and they don't stay as good. They take a lot more maintenance to carry on, so make sure to get polyester. You also have to iron cotton, so make sure you just get polyester. Okay, so shorts are basically the same thing. Shorts, you want to make sure that they're a little bit above the knee and have a same size or bigger waist so that you can strap it closer with your belt. And for the belt, I would recommend getting a double-sided one off of Amazon for cheap. I got one, it was $30 on Amazon, and it had a brown side and a black side, and the top was magnetic so you could switch it, and so that way you could put in the belt loops and you could choose which color you would. I would recommend getting a white belt as well because I have some sets of clothes that would go well with a white belt. I just haven't gotten one yet. Now on to the shirts. So for boys and maybe girls, you need to have a collared shirt. Collared shirts make you look nice, and it helps keep the course's reputation up. And so get a collared shirt. Length honestly doesn't really matter. Make sure it's not obviously too long, but you're gonna tuck in your shirt into your pants, so you don't have to you don't look like you have a bunch of you look tidy if you have it put up. But make sure you get that and get an overshirt. So there are Under Armour overshirts for juniors. I'm sorry, I'm talking about juniors a lot. I'm a junior, so I can relate very well to this. But at Academy, they have Under Armour junior polos or quarter zips, whatever you want to call them. But quarter zips are one of the best for me because they help tidy up my game. You're going to tuck those into your pants as well. Onto hats, I have this Callaway hat. Sorry for the hat here, but it's Callaway. I have some, it's a blue hat. I do have a signed hat, or not a signed hat, a tour-worn hat by, who was it? I don't know, I'll come back with you and then check the comments down below. It should have them, who it is. Yeah, get a hat. I would recommend, if you're going to start playing a lot, get a white hat, black hat, and some other color, like blue hat or red hat. Because the black hat will go well with colors, white hat's going to go well with some other things, and then the blue hat, for me, works very well. You might have some red clothes that you work well with, but that's mainly it for the apparel. But you do need shoes and socks. But socks, you just can get any out of your drawer. I wouldn't recommend low socks because sometimes shoes when you're on the golf course for 9 or 18 or even 9 can rub your ankle weirdly, and so I wouldn't really recommend that, short socks. So I recommend socks that probably go above your ankle, especially in cold weather. But for shoes, I have just wear tennis shoes. If it's a wet day, do not wear white. My cousin recently did that. He got them dirty. But when you're out on the golf course and you're first starting, just get tennis shoes out of your house. It's not relatively hard to find shoes that you can wear out there. I wouldn't recommend some soles that are very thick. I would recommend thinner soles so you can be closer to the ground. I do have spiked golf shoes if you get more serious, but I'll do another video on that later. But also for the golf bag, just go to Play It Against Sports. Play It Against Sports is one of the best places. You can find golf bags for pretty cheap out there. This set I have right here next to me is completely I bought all myself. So I got a Play It Against Sports set because I didn't really know what I was doing. I went out and hit with it. I had so much fun, but I was like, these clubs aren't that good for me, at least. So I went out and started to find clubs that were what felt good for me. And you want to do that as you get better into golf. But I did that, and then I was like, this bag's starting to break down. So I got a new bag, and now everything in my bag I bought myself, and it's not a set, and I'm really excited about it. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something from this video. Peace. For golf balls, make sure it doesn't matter. Get cheap golf balls when you're starting. Golf balls don't affect your game as much as you might think they do. Anyways, if you have any more questions, comment down below and I'll try to answer those as fast as possible. See y'all then. Peace.